Well, Donna, I know that we are here in Dr. I want to call him Dr. Ken because I guess he's just, I've nicknamed him Dr. Ken. But Dr. Gerhardt has been just doing wonders with this weight loss and helping everybody. How did you find him and what made you want to really come in?
Well, first off, a friend of mine referred me for his chiropractic. And when I came in and was having so much trouble, he introduced me to the weight loss and asked me if I wanted to do it. So I watched his video and I thought, this might be something to do. So I tried a lot of other things, so I just decided to do it. So I did, and I was very, very pleased.
Yeah, and now you lost this is the second time you're doing this. Talk to me about, you started this, how long ago, and then how much did you lose?
4.5 months ago, I did the first cycle. Then I was on maintenance for a while, and I'm into about my second week of the second cycle, and I've lost about 60 pounds.
Well, you're talking about cycles. Now, your first round of your diet, you lost how many pounds?
I lost
the first
30
time?
pounds in about 7.5 weeks.
And how did you feel when you lost all that? I mean,
my back felt better. I felt better, and I mean, it was amazing.
So it's amazing to think about how your diet really affects how you feel and just getting some of that weight and eating right. So did you notice a big difference in how you felt?
I did. I was always, and even Dr. Gerhardt told me, said, you always looked so bloated. And I just felt better by eating healthy and following the plan. And that is one thing I did. The whole 7.5 weeks that I was in the plan, I never cheated one time. I drank nothing but water on the plan, and I did exactly what he guided me to do. And he really gave me a lot of encouragement.
He does do that.
Yes,
he definitely
he does.
encourages.
Yes, he does.
And with that process, I mean, as far as eating, were any of your other family members, what did they say when you were going through all of this? I mean, were they interested about how you ate?
Well, they were. I'm a widow. I live alone, but my kids and grandkids are in and out all the time, and they all told me all the time how good I looked and how proud they were of me, and they encouraged me 100%.
So what made you want to go ahead and do a second round of the Chirothon?
I hadn't lost as much as I wanted to because I was very much overweight. I wasn't just a little bit overweight. I was maybe even a lot of people would consider obese. But I just figured I needed another round, and Dr. Gerhardt told me, he said, I think one more round will do it for you. So that's why I decided to go on, especially with the summer months coming up and vacations and all that kind of stuff.
Have you found yourself to be more active now that you've
somewhat? My back has still slowed me down a little bit, but I am more active than I was. But, I am doing more with my grandkids and stuff.
Is there anything that you would like to say to somebody? I mean, it really seems like a pretty easy program. I know it was for me because I did it myself. But
oh, it was a very easy program to follow. You just remember your 4 ounce, 4 ounce, 4 ounce.
But I didn't find that I was really hungry. I mean, my mind wanted me to eat certain things, but did you?
I wasn't hungry either. I mean, maybe I'm struggling a little bit more the second round. And I think the reason of that is because being on the maintenance, after I was on the regular program, you increased it. But it's still, even this second round, I still am doing very, very well and not having that many issues.
And so the second round, you just started that again. Now, how much weight are you down on the second round?
I know just in a week I lost 9 pounds.
Wow.
And that's from probably when I started it.
Doesn't it? I mean, I know when I did it, it's kind of amazing how it works to melt the fat off. It just seems like once it starts, the hard spots disappear.
It does. It really does. I was really, really impressed and really surprised that it did. I wasn't expecting to lose as much as I did.
So this time, what's your goal now?
Well, to just keep losing and then get to where I'm at and realize that I've got to change my whole way of eating the rest of my life.
Were you able to kind of keep up with that eating? I mean, and really monitor and watch your fat intake and keep with your 6 ounces of fruits and vegetables and lean meat?
At the beginning, it was hard to do it because I was so used to only eating the 4 ounces. And I got to the point to where I did get up to the 6 ounces, but there was a lot of times I couldn't even eat that much.
Well, a lot of people think that they'll look and think, oh, you can't eat that. That's just not enough. And
Yeah.
I was doing my portions, and I know my fiance was like, wait a minute, I gave him the same amount, and he was perfectly fine with the
Yeah.
amount. Is there anything you would like to add that I didn't ask you, that maybe something about?
Well, it just makes me feel so much better than I did feel, and I would encourage anybody out there that it might be something they may want to try.
It's hard to believe that you can do it without exercise, because everybody.
Right, and that's the thing. The only thing I've been doing, and it wasn't really for the weight loss program, but for my back, is Dr. Gerhardt recommended me to go and join the gym, and I do like water aerobics and the water programs, and that works. And then also too, for the weight loss, he has a shaker machine here. And I used it for about 2 weeks, and I went out and I bought one, and I got one sitting in my bedroom, and I use it anywhere from 1 to 4 times a day.
And that it does help, because it
does
kind
help.
of makes you stand and kind of.
It does help. It does help. And my little 2-year-old grandson will jump on it with me.
Well, that's
he holds
good.
onto my hand, and he'll sit there and make the funny little noises, because the shaker makes you do that.
Well, doing that and eating right is just going to give you a better life and give you more energy, don't you think?
I realize my whole life has changed, and I'm going to have to just keep up with that change, because in the past, I've had diets, and I've lost, and then I've regained. I lost a whole bunch right before my husband passed away. And after he passed away, food was my friend, so I gained it all right back and just kept gaining more and more. And I know he'd be proud of me.
Yeah, I'm sure he would.
Yes,
Yeah.
he would be.
Food is definitely a crutch for us.
It
but
is.
It's
It
definitely
is.
not a good one.
It's
is
a
it?
go-to.
Especially that ice cream that we really shouldn't eat, right?
Yep.
Well, thank you so much, and I know that your husband definitely would be proud of you, and I'm sure your family is very proud of you.
They are. My kids and everybody's so proud of me.
But what's the biggest thing is just knowing.
I'm proud of myself.
There you go.